It's the end of my Sunday here at the minute, and I want to do a little wrap up on where things stand and a little bit of my plan for the next week. And that's what this is. Starting on where things stand, I'm in the process of narrowing down the offer that we do at the business. So my agency has done well, but I want to do better, and I think part of that is getting more specific about the problem that we solve. One of the challenges with running a service-based business is that you can kind of apply, especially when you start a service-based business, like technology or something where you have skills and especially if you start earlier on, you might not have industry experience in a particular thing. And so oftentimes we find ourselves working in a lot of different markets and different contexts. And so I want to refine better. And I think this is one of our greatest paths to move forward as a business. And fundamentally, we stick under this umbrella of I want to help create technology and use technology to drive businesses forward. I think a lot of businesses need help, and I'm very, very excited to try and help them apply things. Technology is developing at an incredibly rapid pace and breakneck speed, and that's hard. We obviously help them solve that kind of problem, but within that, there's a lot of smaller problems, and we want to get a little bit more specific about which small problems we might tackle first. So, new business development strategies to grow. Lead flow and things are underway, and I'm quite excited about those. And my week right now is looking like tomorrow I'm reviewing some more content stuff for LinkedIn. I'm also just working on the new business strategy. We're setting up some new campaigns and stuff for a little bit more lead gen around one of the more specific problems that we're focused on solving, particularly one that's more data focused. I'm really, really excited and interested to launch that and see how that goes. Outside of that, the rest of my week is looking like also documenting a little bit more of my lessons and stuff. I only started making these videos when I was 19. I've been building businesses since I was 13. There's a lot of lessons that happened in between, and I've spoken about some of them, many of them, before on these videos, but they're very unorganized for the most part. I don't think I have done a good job of categorizing and synthesizing a lot of those lessons, so I want to do that. Sit myself down and really kind of go through a document where I look at my biggest learnings. I also used to keep a decision log, so whenever I was making a larger decision, I would evaluate both sides, and I would look at, okay, this is something that I'm considering, and here's why yes, why no, and then my final outcome and decision. Well, from those things, I think you learn immensely. I think it's one of the best things. I got that in practice from Principles by Ray Dalio. Actually, do read it if you haven't. So I'm going to be kind of trying to synthesize a little bit of that. And then also I have a handful of events. I need to plan some meetings. As I'm remembering now, I need to send some messages and set some things up. I need to decide where I'm going to have some of those meetings as well. That's plan is so far. And then continue to iterate specific offers. Essentially, that's what I'm going through right now. Pretty engaging problem. It's a lot of fun. I think in-person relationships will certainly drive more business opportunities, but also these kind of specific offers are a path that I'm very, very interested in. I will see, but it's just a case of execution now. So, and hopefully as well, me going through, I think, the biggest lessons and things throughout the journey that has been the past 7 years or so now. So it's been a while. I think looking at all those learnings and going through everything will also hopefully help me make my content better, essentially, right? Because I will have almost a lens through which to look at different things that are happening. Of course they're all in my brain, but to really have them down in front of me and say, these things, there's a pattern here, or consistently, these have been good decisions. What category of decision is this, and how can I potentially reflect on that in public? I think that's good for my own reflection and maybe useful to somebody. That's what my week is looking like at the end of my Sunday. It's going to be pretty simple, pretty short. I'm going to leave it at that for today.